Look what website is about to be permanently removed from internet after what they secretly did. In the age of fake news and liberal corporations that are willing to do anything to further their own agenda, including lie to you, many of us have had to figure out how to sort the truth from the lies. There was an especially bizarre push during the presidential debates where whole websites would set up fact-checking portals, which sound good in theory. The only problem with them is that they were run and sourced by the same companies selling the lies in the first place. By far industry standard for years to figure out fact from fiction was always Snopes. Snopes was the place to go to find out if something was a joke, hearsay, or if there was any truth in it at all. We checked them to find out if our favorite movie stars really started out a twin, or what color that darn dress really started out as. As time went on though, the facts on Snopes started to look more and more suspicious. And when we dug a little deeper we found out that not only were the facts biased, they got their left-leaning slant from the deep pockets that financed the site. This has finally caught up with the liberal organization, and they might really get justice this time around. It looks like the end is near for the liberal fact-checkers and their distraction from the truth. Via Fox 23. Snopes.com, which bills itself as one of the internet's oldest and most popular fact-checking sites, is in dire financial straits and hopes to raise $500,000 it says is needed to keep the site afloat, according to a GoFundMe linked to by Snopes. Snopes' GoFundMe says the site has been cut off from our historic source of advertising income. Co-founder David Mikkelsen founded the site with his then-wife Barbara Mikkelsen in 1994, according to the page, incorporating Bardev Incorporated, a name using a combination of their first names, as a company to control the site. The debt stems from a legal battle between Bardev, now managed exclusively by David Mikkelsen, and a web services provider, Proper Media, according to the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. When David and Barbara Mikkelsen divorced in 2016, Barbara left Bardev Incorporated and sold her 50% equity interest in Snopes to Proper Media. David Mikkelsen says that while he maintains control of the site's content, he says the site is otherwise held hostage by the media company, despite the fact that he's attempted to end the contract with them. The contractual relationship ended earlier this year, but the vendor will not acknowledge the change in contractual status and continues to essentially hold the Snopes.com website hostage. Although we maintain editorial control, for now, the vendor will not relinquish the site's hosting to our control, so we cannot modify the site, develop it, or, most crucially, place advertising on it. The vendor continues to insert their own ads and has been withholding the advertising revenue from us. The GoFundMe states that money raised will go to continue operating the site and paying our staff, not to mention covering our legal fees. Bardev Incorporated was sued by Proper Media this year, shortly after Mikkelsen moved to end a contract Bardev Incorporated held with Proper Media. Proper Media claims that they're the victims of a lengthy scheme of concealment and subterfuge to gain control of the company and to drain its profits. The story of Snopes is deeply tied into the Mikkelsens' divorce, which accounts say was exacerbated by managing the site. A Daily Mail investigation says that after he and Barbara split in 2015, David Mikkelsen married a former escort and porn actress who he promptly hired to work for Snopes. Barbara claims David embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars to pay for exotic trips and prostitutes and insisted on a raise of $120,000, giving himself a $360,000 annual salary. David Mikkelsen says his ex-wife took millions of dollars from their joint account to buy property in Las Vegas. They settled their divorce in 2015 after initially struggling to agree on an arbiter, according to the Daily Mail. It would have been nice if the site had gone down strictly due to their shady fact sourcing and the way they're attempting to prop up the liberal agenda, but we will take the win anyway. Basically, the site is in danger of being shut down, because of the divorce between the owner, manager and his former wife, who left her portion to another company. This company is something less than cooperative with the crooked Mikkelsen. At a time when many have no idea what to believe, Anyway, that a bad news site can go down is good for those who want the truth to get out. Thanks to our current administration, all eyes are on those who report facts to make sure that they're doing it correctly, instead of abusing their reputation for personal gain. Snopes being in the back pocket of liberals didn't help, considering that many weren't aware of their political leanings. Share if you're ready for Snopes to be off the internet. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.